Welcome to the Austin Real Estate Podcast Network. My guest today is Lockie Ealy, which is fun to say. Go ahead, say it. Lockie Ealy.
Lockie Ealy.
I like that. It sounds like it's a foreign language or something.
Exactly.
I'm learning Spanish right now.
Oh, I have a minor in Spanish from UT.
How good's your Spanish?
It's not very good.
I'm doing it using an app called Duolingo.
Oh.
It's fun. It's like a game.
Well, my children are Hispanic, but they don't know Spanish either.
Really?
It's very sad.
Did their dad speak Spanish?
Nope. No, his mom is Hispanic and his daddy was white, and he said he wasn't allowed to speak Spanish in the house. And
That's
so
how it
they
used to
didn't
be.
speak Spanish.
Yeah, it used to be that
I know.
way.
It's crazy.
Yeah, it is. Comes in handy now. My daughter tried to tell me she was going to take French as an elective in high school. It's like, no, you're not.
No.
You're in Central Texas, kid.
Spanish.
Spanish is going
Exactly.
to serve you much, much better. We're not here to discuss foreign languages with Lockie. We are here to discuss some real estate. And you are on the board of directors at the Austin Board of Realtors, correct?
I am, yes.
Now, on the board, are there different positions on the board, or you're just a board member, or what?
So I am a board member, and if you're a licensed realtor in Austin, you should join the board. That gives you access to the MLS as well as several different committees that you can sit on and serve. But I actually ran for a director seat back in 2021 and won my term. So I'm on the board for 3 years. 2022 was my first year, learned a lot. And now I'm in my second year and I got my big girl pants on now and ready to do the work.
Yeah, and what kind of work is that? Tell me. Tell me like I'm a 5-year-old.
Well, we meet once a month. We discuss the in and outs of what's happening in the market, how we can better serve our members, what do our members need. When COVID shut everything down, we advocated on behalf of our realtors at the Capitol to become essential business so that we could stay open for business.
Right.
That's just one of the many things that we offer our members. In addition to, I also sit on the board of directors for Actress, which runs our MLS. So we talk about all the different things that realtors might need in addition to the MLS, like different ways of searching and finding things. We also have lots of committees that you can serve on, and we love to have people volunteer and serve and tell us what they need. We have an MLS leasing committee that came up telling us exactly what they needed for lease searches. We have a foundation, an ABOR foundation, which does all the community impacting around the city of Austin, give away scholarships to deserving seniors. So yeah, that's what.
Stay busy. And you're still selling real estate.
I sell a lot of real estate.
You do farm and ranch stuff, right?
I do farm and ranch, but I've been a residential realtor in Austin since 2004.
So you've seen it.
Yeah. Got through the recession in 2008 just fine. And, we'll be just fine now.
One of your colleagues, Aaron Lancaster, was telling me that if you haven't been through the 2008 recession or this current slowdown, you haven't really been in real estate yet.
Yeah, I would agree. I mean, you got to go back to your roots, go back to the basics.
Let's go back to basics. Tell me about Lockie when your first year in this business, and Lockie this year in this business. How are you a different person and a different professional?
I think I am almost the same, and here's why.
Okay.
First year in real estate, I did a bunch of open houses. Back then we had phone duty, so you could answer the phones too when buyers called in and wanted to see a property, and you just run out the door.
Aubrey was telling me about that.
Yeah, we don't have that anymore. But and we don't get a lot of walk-ins in the office. But open houses were my game. I got my first $1 million sale within the first 6 months on an open house down in Central Austin. One of my longtime friends, still a great client of mine, back 20 years ago. But now I'm back to the basics. I have a lot more knowledge in my pocket. I walk in very confident now. I know what I'm doing. But now I'm doing open houses again, and I haven't done open houses in years. Haven't needed to. But I forgot how much fun they are.
Yeah.
I mean, you don't know who's going to walk in the door. And the last one I did, so many people wanted to have conversations. They just want to talk to you. And it's a great way to meet people. Yeah. They may or may not buy with you, but it reminded me how to network again.
Sure.
Because in 2020, we were shut down. And it was hard I forgot how to network and go out and do those things with different people and have those conversations. And now I'm like, oh yeah, this is how you have a conversation.
Right. And I really think people want to buy from people that they've actually met. They've shook their hand. They've looked them in the eye. They've talked to them.
It's about connection.
Right. And I mean, you can do all the Teams meetings and Zooms and all that stuff. But at the end of the day, I'm going to you're going to be my realtor if I've met you.
Yeah. I want to touch you. I want to feel you. I want to give you a hug.
Right.
Yeah.
I know. It's just basic human connection, right? It's a contact business.
Yeah. And actually our board president this year, Ashley Jackson, she said, this is our year of connection.
Really?
Yes.
So is that is a agenda item for?
I don't know that it's an agenda item, but that's just her mission this year. We're going to be more connected. And I think that's just a genius plan.
Are we talking connection to your fellow realtors or
connection to your fellow realtors, connection to your clients, just human connection?
Yeah, it's not. You're going back to something you said earlier about having more knowledge now. I mean, there's no substitute for experience, right?
Right.
There's just not until you've been through it, and you got and the work is in the doing.
Yeah.
You have to do the work.
You have to do the work
to get there.
Yeah.
Do you have a great story? What's Lockie just sat down with me. This wasn't planned, so you don't know what I'm about to ask you. Can you think back over your career of a transaction that just made you happy? I know they're all make you happy, but you did a good job, but it touched you at all.
I've got a great one actually that comes to the top of my mind. They were an older couple, actually the parents of a really good girlfriend of mine. And she knew several realtors, but she referred them to me because of the way that I connect with people. And she knew that I would take really good care of them. It was a long process. They'd lived in this home for 40 years. They'd raised their 2 girls and they only have 1 daughter now. They lost one to cancer several years ago. And so it was a very deep connection to this home that they built from the ground up, picked the lot in Northwest Austin. And I knew how special this was. So just walking them through and it ended up being a very easy transaction. It was wonderful. Right. We get to closing and I had a painting made of their home.
Oh, cool.
And presented that to them, framed, and she's crying, I'm crying, he's crying. The loan officer starts crying, the title rep starts crying. And it was just one of those most touching moments where I knew I had made it easy. And while, yes, I did get a paycheck at the end, it wasn't about that for me, for them. I wanted them to know how much I loved them and cared for them. And I do that for all of my clients. This one was just extra special in the way that it was just all bundled. And
I love it.
Kind of perfectly
I
worked.
love it. It's great. If you get one of those in your career, you're lucky.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
They really make a difference.
It did. And it'll stick with me forever.
And help people out. Speaking of helping people, do you have any charities that you work with? Anything that's special to you that you're very, involved with?
I do. I'm very big into Austin Animal Shelter.
Nice.
I have 7 rescue dogs
at
my house.
Really?
I do. And 2 rescue pigs.
But you live on 12 acres.
I live on 12 acres in Liberty Hill. Yeah.
Okay.
So I have the space.
Yeah.
So Austin Animal, and actually I did several foster cats, kittens, raised kittens, and then found them homes. So the animals are a really big thing for me. And then also the Austin Children's Shelter. And then CASA is a very big one as well.
Oh, yep.
I don't personally volunteer with CASA, but I love what they do and what they're about.
Yep.
I plan to be involved in that when I've got my kids gone.
Right.
But right now I'm raising 2 teenagers and I'm just about ready to pull my hair out.
That's a time and a place thing. I've got a 13-year-old.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
Too.
So I'm 12 and 14. So
boys, girls, one of each?
My son is 14 and my daughter's 12.
Yeah. So we have a good daughter. So my mother always said she'd rather stick a needle in her eye than raise a teenage girl again.
Yeah, it's about like that.
So tell me about Realty Austin. Why are you here? What is it that brought you to Realty Austin, and what makes you stay?
Gosh, this is my 11th year. No, I just had my 11th anniversary in February. This is my 11th anniversary. But I had bounced around to other great brokerages before. So I know what's out there. Yeah. I've been around there. I know what's out there. And Realty Austin, I interviewed with and met Yvette and Jonathan and just fell in love with both of them. They loved this company. They love us. They take care of us. They put everything in place so that we don't have to think.
Yeah.
Before I was running around, how am I going to do X, Y, and Z? Where am I going to get postcards? Who's going to do out my monthly mailers, all this stuff. And it was just a plug and play here. Made it so easy. If I don't understand something, I can go to Leap, Salesforce, figure it out. They're the only company in Austin that actually offers Salesforce to their agents.
Really?
And if you don't have a CRM in your business, I don't know how you're running your business.
Right. Yeah.
And Salesforce is the creme de la creme of CRMs. But a lot of companies don't offer that. And they just really take care of us. So why would I leave?
Yeah.
Where am I going to
go? Two last things. One, girl, your eyelashes are on point.
They're real.
They are amazing.
Thank you.
They look great.
That's crazy. Thank you very much. I appreciate that.
And two, I know you used to be a singer, so how about a little something?
No.
Come on.
No.
Just sing something.
I can't. That's so embarrassing.
Just something.
You know, real singers, they don't just randomly sing.
They don't.
Do they?
Yes. I've had some of the biggest stars in the world in my radio studio.
Of course they do, but they're stars.
Sing me a song. John Bon Jovi sat right in my studio, and I said, "Hey, sing a song."
Of course he did.
And he did.
Well, I am not John Bon Jovi. All right. Left a good job in the city, working for the man every night and day. But I never lost the good side of the city till I hitched a ride on a riverboat queen. Big wheels keep on turning. Proud Mary keep on burning. And we're rolling on a river.
Dang.
You're glad I had a margarita at lunch. That's the only reason you got that.
She's available for bar mitzvahs, weddings, whatever you need. You're fantastic.
Thanks so much.
And thanks for visiting with us.
Hey,
I appreciate
that. Thank you. Thanks for having me.
You bet.